Claire and I had been going out together for 3 years and had reached the stage of considering living together. Then we decided against it. I could not live in her house in Battersea, South London. It was too clean and white and immaculate for me. I would be scared to sit down. And she could not live in my battered Victorian house near Hampstead Heath, North London. Too scruffy. It would upset her. She'd always be itching to change it all. So we continued to live alone, each in our house, though meeting all the time and going on lots of holidays together. Then, 18 months ago, I had this really daft idea. If I could not bear to move into her house, or she into mine, what if we started off afresh, in a completely new house, buy something new to both of us? I would let Claire do all the refurbishing, decor and design. She would love that. Keep her happy and occupied. We went to look at a rundown Georgian gem in East Heath Road, overlooking the greenery of the heath itself, one of the best positions in all Hampstead. The asking price was £2 million. Don't gulp. This was Hampstead, best part. In good nick, it would easily go for £3 million. I would sell my house to pay for it. It cost only £5,000 when my wife and I bought it in 1962. Today, judging by other houses in the street, mine could go for £3 million. The plan was that Claire would keep her house but rent it out to give herself an income. I bid £1.75 million. The estate agent said, "Oh no." He didn't think that figure would be accepted. So I then went up to £1.8 million, then £1.9 million. By now, the agent was suggesting we contact builders and architects, discuss it with them. I finally offered £2 million, the asking price, as we had fallen in love with how it would look when it was all finished. We went round it so many times, working out how the rooms would be arranged, what we would do, thinking how marvellous it would all be. For me, it would feel like an emotional return. When my wife and I first married, we lived in a flat nearby in the Vale of Health, always promising ourselves if we ever made any money, we would return to Hampstead, our spiritual home, tra-la. But, come the time when we might have afforded it, we felt so happy and settled where we were in NW5 on the Dartmouth Park side of the heath, which had been considered the wrong side of the heath back in 1963, that we had no desire whatsoever to move. Claire had lived around Hampstead as a single woman. Then when she married, she lived for many years in Muswell Hill, so she felt very at home in that part of North London. Then one morning after I'd made that offer on the rundown place, I woke up and thought, "Bloody hell, Hunt, you're off your head." I tend to speak in Scottish when speaking to myself. "It is the most stupid thing you have ever thought of doing. You can't possibly clear up and leave this house, your family home for almost 60 years. You love it so much. You have too many good memories, and far too many books and collections. Anyway, at my age, which was then 84, it would be sheer madness wilfully to take on a massive project, a wreck that might take 2 years to get right, which would involve fights with builders, architects, surveyors, planning authorities. Do be sensible for once, I said to myself. So I backed out, withdrew my offer. We were both relieved. We each had come to the same conclusion that taking on a large house in Hampstead was far too big and complicated and worrying an endeavour at our stage of life. When the chaos of COVID came, and the first lockdown was followed by a second, and then a third, how we thanked our lucky stars that we were not involved in such a mammoth and really daft project. But then, slowly, the same urges came back to us. Would it not be a wonderful way to seal our love and our commitment to each other, to have a little holiday home? Somewhere we would find and create together, and which had nothing to do with our families or past lives. A new project for our new lives together. It would, of course, have to be a more modest plan this time, not a grandiose building venture like the Hampstead House, which would have taken all my capital and however many years I have left in my life. How about a little holiday home in the Lake District, pet? Let's say a cottage in Glenridding, near Ullswater, close to where your mother used to live. Claire's mother was a teacher at Queen Elizabeth School, Penrith, and Claire has many happy memories of staying with her in her sweet little cottage.